I've extended my stay in Georgetown for 3 more nights. I've checked into a place called the Frame Hostel. This is like a little communal area. We have a nice chill out area here. Books. Oh, a battered old guitar. That's a shame. A little bit expensive. I think I paid about 11–12 pounds a night or something like that. This is the bathroom area. Showers and toilets separate, which is always good. So let's get back out and explore a bit of Georgetown. It's literally just around the corner from where I was staying, a bit closer to the ferry, which is convenient because I'll be needing to take the ferry to move on to my next destination. I think what I am going to do is have a little walk around the Little India. There's a few pieces of street art that I missed the other day, so I'm going to go and do that. And I'm going to head up to an old bus station. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? I love this area of Georgetown. It's just so alive, especially around about 5–6 p.m. when the, well actually a bit later, when the sun goes down and all the lights are on and the smells and the sounds, just like India. Here we have a Hindu temple right at the beginning of Little India. Not really eaten anything yet, so I'm going to head down here to the place where I got the samosas from the other day. Samosas and onion bhajis for breakfast. Can't fault it. Came here last night about an hour before they were closing, and they basically got nothing left. So they sell a hell of a lot of samosas in this place. So here we have 2 chicken samosa and 2 onion bhajis, and it came to less than £1. Happy days. Well, there's no wonder I missed this street art the other day, bloody hell. This road's seen better days. I've got to keep my eyes open for this piece of street art because it is quite old and faded, so I might not even be able to see it anymore. Might not even be here anymore. No, I can't find it. Well, that's a shame. It was some street art of Bruce Lee. It was only small, but it just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I'd be surprised if it's been painted over. Have I just missed it? Oh, he's here! Bloody hell! Wow, I just walked straight past it twice. There's a lot of street art on here, but there's a couple of famous ones, which I somehow missed yesterday. Boy on a motorbike. There's one just next to it, and you can see how old and crumbly they are. I mean, how long is it before this is even still here? And this is the boy on a motorbike. This is an anti-smoking piece of street art. So we've got the, this is a child with a gas mask on, and this used to say, "Only you can stop," and I can't work out what it says, but all these things have been turned into cigarettes. Just had one of the bhajis. They're absolutely bloody delicious, and I've just had one bite of my chicken samosa, and they just get better with anything. They're so good. A lot of the street art in this area is to do with cats and raising awareness about the street cats of Georgetown, which, to be honest, I've only seen one. It says here 101 lost kittens, artists for stray animals, even if handicaps still love me. Well, this is nice. There's still a few more that I've missed. The child on a motorbike is one of the most famous ones, and I missed it the other day, and apparently up here there's about another 3 of the old style Georgetown art. So we're right next to one of the famous pieces of street art in Georgetown, and right opposite it somebody's parked a car here, and yeah, I don't think this person was very happy. Check out some of the old vinyl. even here. The last time I was here, one of the pieces of street art that I remembered was one of a cat called Skippy, who was a street cat who had unfortunately passed away not long before I was here, and someone came and did a big mural, and I couldn't find it last time, and I know it's on this main street, and on Google Maps it says I'm stood right outside it. Where the bloody hell is it? And I turn around and oh my god. There's no wonder you miss these bloody things. Look at that. Might need a little touch up, that one, I think. Well, we're right back at the probably the most famous one. The two kids on a bicycle. There's someone around here playing some acoustic Beatles. Sounds very nice as well.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
You always come across something, even when you least expect it. You just turn a corner and then you have this, the Lily of the Alley, which was created in 2013, part of a Secret Gardens initiative, which was a project to enhance hidden alleys and bring people's attention to little hidden parks within the city. Well, this looks like it might be one of the main mosques in the city. It's the Capitan Keeling Mosque, and it is open, so we can take a quick look inside. I did say we were going to go and look at an old bus station, didn't I? Forgotten about that. Also, I have to apologise for the kind of weird blur that keeps popping in and out of my videos on the right hand side of the screen. I didn't notice until I was editing that my the kind of glass covering for my lens got a little crack in it, so it was letting in light and causing that annoying blur. So it's gone now. I've as soon as I saw what was happening, I've took the glass off, so we've got rid of that blur, so apologies for that. Well, it's time to say goodbye to my funky shoes that I bought in Chiang Rai about 3 months ago, because this has also happened. I've been walking around in these for the past few days, and it's just got to the point where, yeah, I need some new shoes. Cost me £2.50 these, and they've been amazing. It's a shame. So I've just been into the mall behind me. I'm not sure what it's called, and basically bought the cheapest shoes that they got that were like this. So there we go, these are my new ones. Let's see how long these last. These cost just over £5. It's not bad from a mall. And yeah, they serve all purposes. I can walk around in them, I can go in the sea with them if I want to, if I ever get back to the beach. So let's hope these serve me for another 3 months. Like these buggers did. Well, I've got my shoes on, and now I'm heading to the bus station, which is literally like a minute away. I didn't realise I was as close to it as that. And I've just had a very portly, shall we say, Malaysian guy just come running out of a shop doorway, shouting at me, just to say hello, basically. Quite friendly old bugger there. This is the old bus station then, Hin Bus Depot. Now I should have come here yesterday, to be honest, because there's a market Saturdays and Sundays. It's now Monday, but I forgot all about it. So I don't know how much is going on here. There's an exhibition and stuff, so it is open. The Hin Bus Depot had been left abandoned for many years until one artist, the artist who pretty much started the whole street art revolution in Georgetown, was looking for a space to have a gallery to display his work. And he came across this place and fell in love with it, and it then became permanent. It's been a place for artists to show their work ever since. There is lots of street art around. This is where the markets are on Saturdays and Sundays. I once came to a food festival here. So there's not much going on here today at the minute, but we can have a look at some of the permanent art, and there are one or two shops as well. Taiwanese cuisine, that's closed. Well, I remembered the street art in that building from last time, so I thought I'd come and take a look. Now, last time I took a photo of it from over the fence, but I saw that there was a gate open, so I walked in. And as soon as I walked in, like, two security ladies from both directions came to me, no, like that. And I explained what I wanted to do, and they were like, oh, okay, go on then. And I asked them what the building was. It's a school. No wonder they were telling me to bugger off. They thought I was going in to use the bathroom, but they were very friendly. As soon as I said, look, I just take a photo and then I'm gone, they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. And all the kids are in class, so yeah. And as I left, she was like, have a nice day. Security in Georgetown. Look at these old buildings here. See you, my friend. Oh, look at the contrast here. These old Malaysian houses crumbling away. Well, I've walked 40 minutes north of the centre of Georgetown, walking past big skyscrapers, hotels, and then a mosque. And I've come to this little side street here where there are two really beautiful temples bang opposite each other. I think this one on the left hand side, yeah, this is the Burmese Buddhist temple, so we'll take a look in here first. So this temple was built in 1803 and it's the only Burmese temple in Malaysia. And wow, looking over there, looks like there's a huge Buddha over there. This is a bell tower. I do not remember this at all. Let's go to the top and look out over the temple. Wow, look at the contrast. Okay, so you throw a coin in here and it, I'm presuming if you get it in, it will bring you prosperity or harmony or good health, good luck, higher education, bon voyage, happiness. Let's give it a go. Good health, that's what I need. Balls. I'm gonna check these guys out. And once you leave the Burmese Buddhist temple across the street, you have the Thai Buddhist temple. Well, let's take a look at this then. I think in here we have a reclining Buddha. Wow, look at the size of it. Interesting that this Buddha has kind of normal shaped feet. The ones in Thailand, all the toes were the same length. Just at the other side of the reclining Buddha, we have all these urns filled with ashes on both sides of the wall. There's hundreds of them. See this Buddha here has a swastika on his chest. And the swastika used to be a symbol of peace before it was adopted by the Nazis. In fact, all over here, these mosaics. This looks like it's here for a while. Good hell. There's just been a huge flash of lightning and literally not even a second passed before the loudest thunder I have ever heard in my life. That was bloody scary. Finally, and now I'm in this place here, which is not actually a restaurant. It's just a place where you can buy a drink and sit at a table and eat food from any one of the number of street food stalls that's outside. And down here on this corner it's all Vietnamese food, and I've gone for something called Hoi, which looks like a bit of everything, to be honest. I think that's some kind of spicy thing that you can add as little or as much as you want. I don't know what all this is in the middle. We've got eggs, noodles, I think that's pork. Got a few prawns in there as well, some greens. So yeah, let's give it a go. So I might as well give you a guided tour of this little street here. See, we've got Vietnamese food and this banh mi. I was tempted with, I might come back for that. Barbecue pork bread, wow. Here we have Granny's oyster omelettes, popular street food in Georgetown. And this is what I've just gone for, hockey and meat. They also do laksa, which I've still not tried yet. Moving further on, oh, we have satay. This is quite a popular place. Fried frog, fried mantis prawn. Char Koe Tiao, which is a traditional dish in Georgetown, popular dish. Now here, did spot this earlier. Oh, what they bloody got here? Curry meat here, another popular street food dish. Now I don't know what this is, but this has had a right queue next to it. Apom. They look like little pancake type things. And look at this, this is the queue for the guy where I had the Char Koe Tiao on my first night. Popular place with the locals. This is pretty popular as well. It's like, yeah, lots of different kebabs and fish and vegetables, and you just steam them in here. And here I had a burger last night, and if anything it proved that you can actually get bad food in Malaysia. Don't recommend that. I've actually moved away from that little street market because I fancy some satay. There's only one person selling it and there's nowhere to sit It was very busy, so I'm going to come to another place now. Got all the lizards on this wall. Watch them all scamper as I get closer. And there they go. Apart from this one. No, he's off. Just around here is a place called Kimberley Night Market. I don't think it's very big. But I'll certainly be able to get some satay, I'd have thought. There we go. A few stalls out here. Look. Pork organ soup. I think I'll give that a miss. Yeah, satay. Chicken, 12. Oh, look at the queues. Char kway teow, so the famous Georgetown dish. Obviously must be a good one. Ah, okay, this is what I was looking for. This was the very first place I ate in Georgetown. It's like a little hawker stall. Chow, we have prawn, we've got all sorts going on. Maybe in here I can got Thai pork ear, intestine, tongue, knuckle. It looks like people are just waiting forever for this satay. There's one guy doing it. There's a bunch of tourists over there who look very frustrated. So I'm going to skip it. I'm not waiting a bloody hour for some satay. I've just come back to the street where I had the Vietnamese food. And yeah, there's nowhere to sit at the satay place, so I thought, you know what, I'll go back and try the moo ping. And it's just ridiculous. I'm just stood there for like 5 minutes. He didn't even acknowledge me. He's just got so much going on. It's just so busy. I literally just want 2 moo ping. Everyone's getting stuff fried and all this, and I just can't be arsed. A little bit of a food fail. I was going to come out and have a few interesting dishes tonight, but I've only ended up having one. There's Little India, but I'm not going to get satay in Little India, I wouldn't have thought. So I might just sack it off for the night. Wouldn't hurt me to cut down on the old calories. It's my last day in Georgetown and I'm not extending. And today all I'm doing so far is just on the hunt for coffee. And it's proved to be complete failure so far. One coffee shop was completely closed. The second coffee shop was only doing takeaway only, and the third coffee shop is cash only. I found one here called the Nook Coffees and Books. Sounds like a nice place, but it did look a little bit expensive, but I'm going to go for it anyway. But what it has done is it's brought me to this piece of street art that I don't believe is on any maps or anything. And today I was going to go and check out a couple of museums. There's a place called the Wonder Food Museum. And also a ghost museum. I have been to them both before, and they are both very good, but they're quite expensive, and I don't think I need to go to them again. Right, the Nook Books and Coffee. Let's see what this is like. Well, it actually wasn't expensive at all. It was 10 ringgit, which is what I've been paying pretty much. And yeah, it's nice and cool in here. Got myself a lovely chair. Oh, that is a comfy chair. And yeah, let's sit here and have a good old read. The Men in White, the untold story of Singapore's ruling political party. Now that's an interesting book. Singapore's a very odd place politically. Some strange rules in Singapore. Chewing gum is banned in Singapore. Can you believe it? Now I've decided that I'm not actually going to do the museums. It's not a great deal left for me to do in Georgetown. Apart from a little bit of housekeeping, I need to get a plug adapter. Because in Malaysia, they use the English plugs. So I need to get a converter to an English plug, which is a bit mad. And I also need some food, and I think there's a few nasi kandar type places nearby the mall where I'm going to go and get an adapter. So hopefully we'll go and get some nice, tasty Malaysian curry. Oh, sounds good, doesn't it? Got the crumbly old streets of Georgetown. Well, that was a success. I just walked through the ICT mall and couldn't see any for sale, and I always hate asking, especially if there's no prices. There generally are here, to be fair. I found a guy with a little store selling mobile phone accessories, and he has exactly what I wanted, and it was 5 ringgit, about £1. So now I can start charging all my devices up again. This is one of the museums that I've not actually mentioned yet, the Penang House of Music. Stories, sights and sounds inspired by the rich diversity of Penang's musical heritage. It's worth a visit. Last time I was here there was no one in, so I'm kind of a little bit surprised that it's still open. But yeah, it's really cool. So if you're in Georgetown, it's in this Prangin Mall, it's called. Yeah, give it a go. It's so confusing, this place. I've just got a whiff of durian. I can't see it anywhere, so let's just see where this durian actually is from where I can actually smell it. Still no sign of it. There's definitely some around here. There's definitely smelling. But where is it? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there is no durian. Oh, hang on. There it is. What was that, about 100 meters away? Maybe a bit less. Well, this place over here is like a food court. Now, according to Google Maps, it's permanently closed. It was called something else before, but it's still open as Yummy Cottage. So I'm going to have a look, see what the options are. Well, I've seen fried frog and intestines and chicken porridge. Frog porridge. That's a new one on me. This is a similar setup to the place where I had the Vietnamese yesterday. So you've got all the kind of food stalls around the side, and you order your food from them, and then somebody comes and places a drinks order. You've got to buy a drink. So I guess the people who own the actual building, they serve the drinks, and yeah, and then obviously you've got all the different types of food. I've gone for some mixed pork noodle dry. I was thinking I'll go for that because it's not very often you see pork in Malaysia, but I had pork yesterday as well, so I was drawn to the pork. I wasn't drawn to the frog porridge. Well, this is going to be an interesting breakfast. I ordered dry pork noodle. So let's go through them things. Dry. This is not dry. Pork. Chinese sausage. Noodle. Rice. So 0% right. Anyway. Looks quite nice anyway, so let's give it a go. The food was okay, nothing special. I've just come out of the hawker centre, and right next to it we have durian. Well, you can actually buy pieces here. Well, that is probably the best place for me to try it so far, because I could actually buy a very small piece because they just sell it by weight. But I'm not feeling it after I've just eaten all that rice and pork. I think if I eat some durian, it might send me over the edge. I've still got time. I go to Taiping, I go to Ipoh, I go to Cameron Highlands, which is where I had the best durian I've ever tasted. So there's still opportunity. That's it for Georgetown then. Spent 8 days here, I only booked for 5, but I extended. It's an absolutely beautiful city. I may even come back, who knows. But for now, I've got to get on this ferry back to Butterworth. It's free this way, and get a train to Taiping. So it's goodbye to Georgetown for now.